everybody. Welcome to Sundsvall that have really nice weather today. And you can almost think that spring is here. We actually have a few degrees warm, even though it is a bit windy outside. So it is VC lottery time again. And I have made responses to most of them, the previous ones. And of course I will do a response to this one also. For those of you who doesn't know, VC lottery is the Robert Zee project where you get when you volunteer and get a certain letter, and others do a response, and the winner get records from the volunteers on the letter in the alphabet that they have been receiving. So you could wind up with 26 records in a row. So it's a very interesting project indeed. And the subject of this time's lottery contest question is VCLTs that really blew you off. And we're going to relive that moment again that we felt when we got that that VCLT that we really got so happy about. And I've gotten some VCLTs through the years. Feels like I don't want to. Every VCLT is special, so of course it feels to choose some feels a little bit wrong. But I think that VCLT that has blown me most away is given by you, Robert. You remember you gave me in excess Japanese pressings. We had the Go-Go's Japanese pressings. And these were actually my very first Japanese pressings of vinyls ever. And I also got David Bowie and Paco. And I remember when seeing these, I was just, you didn't have to do this. So I guess it's one answer, even though it was not my main answer, because I feel like I've shown these a lot of times. So I'm going to show some, dig further back in my vinyl community memory, back to, I think it was it 2015? I think it was 2015, where I got this VCLT. And to relive it, let's go see if I can do it where it happened. Well, as you can see, it isn't a good timing right now to do a recap of it at the place where it happened, because the balcony is pretty much not in shape yet. Okay, we forget about the balcony. It was a summer. It was a June, very warm June day actually. So it was summertime, and I got it and opened it live on the balcony. But the present was from Baraka P. Dub, Paul, who works at NASA, and for that I got. This, and I got some really nice stickers, and also Christer Fuglesang, Swedish. So but if I can't do another version of it, let's check out parts of the real video instead.
Hello there, vinyl community and YouTube. As you can see, I'm right here on the balcony. Who could imagine that just about 1 month ago 1.5 when I did my response video to James Griffith about how, when and where we listen to our records, when it was snowing a little, it was pretty chilly, and I was standing here in my t-shirt. It wasn't all, it didn't look like I would do a balcony video for a long time, but here I am. So I can now, by here, declare balcony season 2017 for opened. What better way to do that than to open a package that arrived to me today from Baraka P. Dub, Paul. I know what's in it, or at least some of it, through talking that we have, but it's going to be very, very interesting still to open this. Thank you very much, Baraka P. Dub. You didn't have to do this, but it's awesome. It's going to be nice to open this. Oh, here was, oh boy, 3 records. I was expecting 1. Let's start from the beginning here now. The Sidewinder Lee Morgan. I've been wondering for quite some time that I might get hold of this, because many in the vinyl community has shown this one, and I have gotten, well, maybe I should get it. It sounded very, very interesting when I've heard previews of it, and now finally I also have this one. So thank you very much, Paul. Love it. Here is something Beacon Escapements. I haven't got the slightest clue what this is, actually. See, it's a synth-pop group, according to Paul, so always welcome. And this one looks very, very interesting. It's very new. Thank you, Paul. This is amazing. Plus the record that, see if I haven't forgotten anything. I haven't. The record that I was expecting, that we talked about, a record that I have been searching high and low for. I told recently, I think in when I did my video from the record fair, that I was searching for 2 records. Chicago Transit Authority, I bought it in Stockholm, as many of you have seen, and also Carole King's Tapestry, that Paul all of a sudden messaged me that he had found. And it looks like a real nice copy, I might say.
I remember when I got these, because Paul and I had been talking about that I really wanted Carole King's Tapestry, and he said that he had that album and wanted to do a VCLT where he sent it to me, but I could never expect actually that what more would be in that, and I was extremely happy, and my jaw once again was because it was so magnificent gifts. Of course I got the Carole King, which is an excellent classic album, definitely a 70s favorite of mine, but also I got this amazing Lee Morgan Sidewinder, which was a record that I have heard a lot of vinyl community members talk about, but for me, who wasn't all that into hard bop, but I've started to listen a little bit to hard bop, as I felt it had rhythm, which is the main reason for the main demand for me when it comes to jazz. Wasn't all that familiar with this one, but I listened to quick peeks of it and it sounded really, really good, and I thought that maybe I should get it. And it only took me, it didn't even took me a week until I got it. And it was then sealed. Of course, I have opened it but to listen to it, and it was such a magnificent, nice, shiny quality. I was totally Blue Note. I was totally shocked by this one, and it is really a jazz classic, definitely. And I also got this one, Beacon, which is an American electro band with the album Escapements. I had never heard of them before, and this was new music because this was released in 2014. So for me, who back then was had totally almost forgot about that there even existed a music market in this present year. I listened at that time almost only to older music, with some exceptions. This was totally new to me. I started to open up a whole lot more these days, but this was totally new to me, and I was really happy to get at that time newest released record in my collection, and I listened to it, and it was also really interesting and very well made and great record. So I remember I was very surprised to get all of these. I was expecting this, and I got these two also, sealed, new. So I was totally shocked by that. Some of my favorite VCLTs. But of course, never forget the Jimmy Smith from Jenny B-Sides, the magnificent singles from 80 singles from Rob Walker, of course Trish Mullin's CDs, among others. So I'm very grateful for all VCLTs and contest prizes and everything I've gotten through the years from VC members and subscribers. I cherish them very high. So my response is that. Let's see if I have the chance to show even more if I win this lottery. So I hope that you are satisfied, Robert, and everybody else also. So take care and so long.